Hello, hello. Okay, so you guys can be heard. I can be heard. That must mean it is time. Friday night. It is now, of course, it is time for the revenge of the Ripper here on Extreme Improv, XStreamed's YouTube channel. So, audience, if I direct your eyes down to the bottom of the screen, as always, you'll see the headlines. And today's headline reads, support the show. Subscribe at www.youtube.com/Extreme Improv. So if you could slash that subscribe button, that would be absolutely fantastic. However, I must warn you, someone you are seeing on your screen is not all that they seem to be. Someone on the screen, in fact, is soon going to find out that they are a Ripper, and unless everyone else can figure it out, no doubt, they will kill them all. Audience, you can help us with this. Throughout the show, you will have lots of opportunities to ask any of our cast of suspects any questions you like, as we try to use our social deduction skills to narrow down our thoughts and figure out who the Ripper is. So, with this, let us meet the suspects. Starting with Granny Smith, please introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, everybody on the internet. I am the internet's 445,945th favorite granny. I've been missing for a few weeks because I've been in hospital. It's very nasty business. That's why I've not been here. It's good to be back.
Okay, so thank you very much, Granny Smith. Robin You Freely, please introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, everyone on the internet. I'm Robin You Freely, and I know that sounds bad, but really I just got kicked out of my job at the bank, and I'm here now just to make my way, a lowly old soul in the city. So nice to meet all of you.
Okay. Well, I warn you, Robin You Freely, that sometimes, the townspeople don't take kindly to thieves, and we've had trouble a couple of times when we've been to the bank vault. So time will tell what happens today. Rachel Hunter, please introduce yourself to the people.
Hey y'all, I'm Rachel Hunter. I used to be a big fashion model back in the day, but then I got old and I shrunk up. So now I just like to hunt. But I got lots of guns, but I didn't hurt nobody. I promise. Okay,
well, it's good to know. Amanda Hug and Kiss, please introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, people of the internet. My name's Amanda Hug and Kiss. You can see me on Tinder. Boys that don't bite unless you request me to.
Okay. I'm going to mess this up again. Cold One, please introduce yourself to the people.
G'day, I'm Cold One. I run the brewery in town, so if ever you need a good drink, I'm the man to go to.
Fantastic. Next, Bones, please introduce yourself to the people.
How's it going? I'm Bones. I keep finding myself in unfortunate situations and some misunderstandings, and I don't know, trying to probably pin another crime on me. It's a bunch of BS, but, we'll see how it is.
Yes, indeed we will. And Graduate, please introduce yourself to the people.
Hey everyone, I am Graduate, and I'm glad you hate me because tonight I'm gonna get a cold one and break some bones.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like you are going to be right in the thick of it then. So, audience, allow me just to explain a couple of things before tonight's festivities continue. So, one of the suspects you have just been introduced to will soon find out that they are the Ripper. This will be decided by a roll of a dice, and then they will be contacted via the Zoom chat, unseen to your eyes, to let them know that they are the Ripper. From here, they will choose victims, and everyone else will have the opportunity to try to protect themselves in various ways whilst we try to hunt down who the Ripper is. Each of our suspects starts the show with £10, and this is their protection money. During the night, if the Ripper tries to attack them, they can choose to, They won't know until it happens if the Ripper tries to attack them, but if they suspect the Ripper may try to attack them, they can choose to protect themselves by writing to me, protect me, and a number from 1 to 10. At that point, I will roll a dice, and the more they spend, the more protected they are. The less they spend, the more chance that the Ripper will still get to them. They will also have the opportunity to steal from each other by writing steal, the name of the person they wish to steal from, and a number from 1 to 10, or they can chance it and just hope for the best. The Ripper will have the choices to either to choose a victim, sometimes they kidnap them, but to choose a victim or to steal from someone else. But with this, there is going to be 1 minute on the clock, during which time you guys can get to know each other, but watch out, an audience, watch everyone closely, because someone during this next minute is going to receive the news that they are the Ripper. So watch to see who gets the news, because a little change in their body language may tell you everything you need to know. 1 minute is now on the clock. Get to know each other, guys.
Hello, everyone. How are we all?
Quite well, quite well.
Hello, Mystic Meg.
Mystic Meg, the Cold One, I think he's talking to you.
What? Hello?
So, graduate. What did you graduate from?
Well, I just graduated from the Ministry of Dove, and it basically involves taking care of the little birds and taking care of the little peace-loving people. So I am now graduated, and I'm glad I'm graduated. What about you, Robin? You freely? What is your agenda tonight?
Well, I'm looking for a new career. Do you think I could get a career in these birds? Or Cold One? Do you need a new bartender, perhaps?
Yeah, we...
And that is the end of this introductory phase. So everyone, someone has just found out that they are the Ripper. Were you paying close attention? Did you see anyone have a change in their demeanour when they received this news? Did anyone start fiddling around with their keyboards? Did anyone give you a tell? Is there someone you suspect? Then be very wary of that person. Now, what I will now say is we are about to move into the night phase. And during the night phase, everyone can let me know what their intentions are. So, once again, and this is the last time I'll explain this in long form, just with little recaps from this point going forward. Once I start the night phase, there will be 1 minute on the clock. During this time, you let me know your intentions. If you are the Ripper, you have two choices. You will be either that you can choose a victim, or you can choose to steal from someone, in which you write steal, the name of the person, and a number from 1 to 10. If you are not the Ripper, you have three choices. You can either steal from someone by writing the name of the person you wish to steal from, plus a number from 1 to 10, along with the word steal. Or you can protect yourself by saying protect me from 1 to 10. Or you can do nothing and hope for the best, that the Ripper is not coming for you on this evening. Now, with this, there will be 1 minute on the clock, and wait for it. Here you go.
Well, yes, Robin, there is a free spot in the tavern. My last barkeeper was stabbed in a nasty bar brawl, so what are your credentials?
Well, I worked at a bank for many years, and I was very reliable. But before that, in my university days, I was always behind the bar, flirting with the barmaid, but I did learn to pull a good pint.
Okay.
I looked a bit in there. You got wine or beer or what do you make up there?
Oh, anything that you might need. Wine, whiskey, beer, lots of beer, definitely.
What about a lime and soda, love? I can't taste any alcohol with my age, you know.
I'm sure we could arrange a lime and soda if you needed.
Oh, you're such a sweet boy.
Party at Cold One, man. Sounds like the good stuff.
I will just remind anyone that if they wish to steal, they need to tell me who they are stealing from.
Hey, Bones, how you end up there in that prison block there?
It's just a misunderstanding. I was at the store. Somebody told me they didn't like my boots, and, it was on. I hit them with a watermelon. You don't insult a man's boots.
Well, they were very nasty boots.
Perfectly.
They got me with intent to
They were very
cause
nasty
harm.
looking boots.
I get
They were
that.
nice boots.
Okay, that is
That's why you're
time,
in
guys.
hospital.
That is time. 1 minute has passed on the clock.
5 minutes.
That is the end of the night phase, and I must roll a dice. And let's see what we've got here. Oh dear. We have a thief amongst us, guys. We have a thief amongst us. Unfortunately, I must report that Bones, you are a thief.
I'm innocent.
You attempted to steal more from someone than that was available. So, you are a thief. For this, you will be punished. And throughout the remainder of the day, every time you talk, you must talk in sentences that run backwards. Do you understand?
I do, yes. Do I? Yes.
Yeah, I think you get the... Do I? Yes. Yes, I do. Either way. That will work for me, yes. So be careful, because if you break this penalty, then you may be cursed with silence for the remainder of the day. Now, unfortunately, guys, we have a situation here. As has struck our village several times before, we have a note that someone has been... Oh, I heard some noise in the background. We have a note that there has been a kidnapping. There has been a kidnapping, and unless we do something about it, there is a ransom note. Then, unfortunately, Grad you hate. You have been kidnapped, and you will be killed. But there is a chance for you. There is a ransom note.
I swear to God, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. So the ransom requires that someone gives up all of their money that they have. Someone has to give all of the money that they have in exchange for Graduate's life. If you do not do this, then she will die. If you give up the money will go to the Ripper, but then you will be saving Graduate. Now, you will have 3 minutes on the clock to... No, you're going to have 2 minutes on the clock to decide who, if anyone, is going to save Graduate. Begin.
Mind doing it. I really don't mind doing it at all.
You are good friends.
I know.
Wow,
Well, it's because I'm 83. You know, I might die in a minute. You know, it doesn't matter if I die by the Ripper, if I die from a heart attack. You know, I will give everything I have to save Graduate.
You're such a
Granny
good man.
shouldn't there be some fairness, given that we have a thief in our midst? Should he not pay for his crimes?
Of course.
Hey,
I mean,
I already have.
I think if Granny wants to do it, that's a mighty fine.
You already have, did you say, Bones?
Paid for it. My crimes paid something.
Okay, well, just watch yourself. Keep going.
If Granny doesn't want to do it, in the end,
I
I can do it.
I think Bones is already paying for his thievery.
You have 1 minute left. If
I
you
know
are
what-
going to save Graduate, you need to decide who.
I think Robin should, because she worked in a bank.
But now I'm penniless, and I have nothing. I think I will now support Granny Smith.
Yes.
If Granny wishes to give up her money
Granny
to the
running it, that was hilarious.
Well, you're,
Yes.
you're supposed to respect your elders, and I just can't let Granny just give it all up for that. I mean, I
No
can.
one else is ready.
Rachel, you are a sweetheart, and I really don't mind doing this for this poor person.
Thank you so much, Granny. I'll take your money.
It's,
Thank you
it's
so
hers.
much. I'll take Granny's money.
Well, just to clarify, the money will go to the Ripper.
That doesn't mind, Jack. I don't mind donating my money.
Wait, but do we really want to
sounds.
save her if we make the Ripper more powerful?
What about Cole? What about Cole now?
Possible.
I don't want to give up any of my money for her. No
I think
offense.
what's weird.
Okay, time has now elapsed. Time has now elapsed. Is anyone willing to do it?
I'm willing to do it.
Granny Smith, I can reveal you had £8. So either you spent or someone stole from you just to stir the pot. but now you will have 0.
That's
But
fine.
I can reveal that £8 is now going to the Ripper. So look amongst yourselves, because the Ripper just gained £8. And keep in mind, if the Ripper is able to accumulate £25, they can go on a killing spree and take out 2 victims at a time. So,
Oh shit!
yeah.
Bastard that.
Right, with this, congratulations, graduates. You were saved. But there is definitely a kidnapper amongst us who threatened murder. Unless we can figure out who it is, I think we're going to soon see the bodies pile up. So there will now be a round of questions. Audience, as you will see on the headlines at the bottom of the screen, please ask questions to any of our suspects. And we will go around and everyone will get the opportunity to ask one other person one question. Starting with Granny Smith. Who do you have a question for, please?
Yes, my question is for Bones. Okay? So, Bones, you remember you said you hit someone in the head with a watermelon. Why did you hit my husband Gregory in the head with a watermelon?
Deserved it, he did.
These are all quite questionable, Bones, but I'll let it run. So, okay, Robin, you freely. Who do you have a question for?
I have a question for Granny Smith.
Oh, yes, you dear. What would you like to know? Just ask me anything.
I'd like to know why you are so benevolent today. It strikes me as a little fishy.
Well, I just came out of the hospital, dearie, and I feel very charitable. It was a death-defying experience, and I feel I should give myself to the community.
So touching. So touching.
Okay, with this, Rachel, who is your question for? I should phrase it.
My question is for Amanda.
Yeah,
You seem awful attached to that bird. I want to know what kind of bird is it, and would you eat the bird if you were starving?
this is my normal pet duck.
Now, technically, that was 2 questions, but I
Oh.
liked them, so you can take that.
Okay.
You clearly can't count, my dear.
Okay, interesting. So, Cold One, who is your question for, please?
Yeah, Rachel Hunter. You mentioned you have a lot of guns around. What do you generally hunt?
Oh, I hunt everything. I hunt all my meals. Quail, chicken, duck, deer. You name it. If it moves, I'll eat it. I'll even eat those cicada things, those buggy things. But you don't have to really shoot them. You just squash them.
Okay. Bones, who is your question for?
You hate grad.
And
GPA year was what?
Well, I didn't study, so I just got like 2 in my GPA, but I'm gonna party tonight. And definitely not at the Cold One's place now because he didn't pay for my bailout from the kidnappers.
okay, Amanda Hug and Kiss. Do you have a question for someone?
Yes, I'm a little bit wary of Rachel Hunter. You say that you hunt everyone. What is your
What?
problem?
What is my problem? I don't consider it a problem. I consider it survival and fun. It's a lot better than modeling, and my tummy is always full.
Ooh.
Okay, and Graduate, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah, Rachel, why do you hate me so much? Why do
Why do I hate you?
Yeah.
Well, you're educated. You're educated, and I'm not so educated, and I resent it a little bit. I wouldn't say hate you, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it bothers me as well. Right, so, everyone has had the opportunity to ask questions. We'll see what the audience have asked. Cole, what is your favourite beer? Is what I'm going to interpret that question as.
Can't Can't go wrong with a Heine. Heineken.
Okay. Well, if that, hope that helps us all figure out if anything towards who the Ripper is. Rachel, have you ever been a bounty hunter?
No, I just stick with the animals. I stay away from the peoples. You know, if I show my guns, people do what I want. I don't gotta kill them.
Okay. Let's see what else we have here. So, Princess Zia. I'm not sure of pronunciation there. If you could time travel... Oh, wait, who are you asking, though? I'm gonna choose someone at random for this question. The question is, if you could time travel, would you rather go to the past or the future? And let's put this to who is on number 2. Granny Smith, if you could time travel, would you rather go to the past or the future?
Oh, my dear, I think I would go to the past. I would actually go back and slap myself in the face.
Okay, interesting stuff. There will now be... Audience continue to ask lots of questions throughout, but we will have one final interaction before we put things to the vote. Because, guys, look, there's been a kidnapping, there's been thefts. Look, the only way we're going to stop there from being any killings is if we come down hard to show that we will take action. So let's have one more interaction, and then let's execute the person we think the Ripper is, just to teach everyone that they shouldn't think about kidnap again. And this interaction is going to be between, once again, number 2, Granny Smith. And it is going to be between number 6, Rachel Hunter. Let's add one more person into the mix. And number 5, Cole. So let's spotlight you. Here we see Granny Smith. Here we see, I think I said Rachel, didn't I?
Yes.
And here we see Cole. You will have 1 minute on the clock. This will be the last opportunity to discuss anything, to form opinions of who you think the Ripper is. Begin.
I have a sneaky suspicion it was that Bones character.
I highly doubt it. He was caught stealing.
That's a fair point, actually. I suffer from... the drugs are still kicking in, love. I'm forgetting things. It's okay.
I think he's too locked up most of the time to do anything. I have to tell you, though, that Robin You Freely, she lives in a dump. Seems like to me she'd be wanting to do stuff to get out of there.
Well, let's be fair,
Well, I
love. We
think
don't
it's why
exactly
she
live in
wanted to
castles. We don't all exactly live in a castle, do we?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like, I could just see her just doing all kinds of stuff to get out of that place where she's at.
Maybe it could be that weird Amanda hugging kiss. I mean, it's clear it's just a man dressed as a woman.
I don't know. She just seems like she got a natural thing going with that bird, but I don't think she's a killer.
She just seems like she's here to party, you know.
Okay, that is time. That is the end of this period of interaction. So, audience, everyone, it is now voting time. Audience, please vote now and save us. Who do you suspect the Ripper is? We will go round and everyone will have the opportunity to vote. And then audience, you will also have the opportunity to vote. And all of your votes will be tallied up and will be equal to that of our suspects. So, let's see. Granny Smith, who do you think is the Ripper, please? Who do you want to vote for?
I would actually, after much thought, I would like to go with my Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Okay, that is a vote for Amanda Hug and Kiss. Robin You Freely, who here do you think is the Ripper, please?
I've got my suspicions of the Hunter.
Of Rachel, yes.
Rachel Hunter. She looks like she's up to no good.
Okay, who do you think is the Ripper? Bones, please.
Smith Granny.
Smith Granny. Okay, fabulous. Cold One, who do you think is the Ripper?
I feel like that the hunter hunts humans for sport as well, so...
There's a vote for Rachel. Rachel Hunter, who do you think is the Ripper?
You know, I've had a long 30 seconds to think this through again. And, you know, that Bones, I think he might be able to sneak out of there and do it. So I'm going to go with him.
Okay. Amanda Hug and Kiss. Who do you think it is, please?
Well, my darling, I don't trust anyone that hunts birds. So, Rachel, I think you're the Ripper.
Okay, that is a vote for Rachel. And Graduate. Who do you think it is, please?
So Granny just saved my life, and I'm gonna go with her experience and vote for Amanda Huggins because she sees things.
Okay, so with that,
My glasses.
you have all voted. Audience, you will see on the right-hand side of the screen the tally up of the votes. Currently, as things are, Granny has 1 vote, Bones has 1 vote, Amanda has 2 votes, Cole has 0, Rachel has 3, and Graduate has 0. Coming down to the audience, they will need to vote for Amanda, otherwise Rachel definitely has the most.
0. No, don't vote for me.
So let's see what they say. The votes are still coming in. Audience, I will always encourage you to get these votes in as quick as you can. But with this, we have votes for Granny, Cole, Granny, Granny Smith, Granny, Rachel, I think it's Granny, and Amanda. So overall, that is for Granny, which means Granny has 2 votes overall, and Rachel has 3, which means, Rachel, you have been marked for death by the other suspects, and in an attempt to make sure that there is no killings or more kidnaps, you will now be put to execution. Cole, did you want to interject?
Oh, no, I'd just like to offer to execute her.
Okay, so, Rachel, Cole will be your executioner today, so that's nice. So, here we see Cole. Rachel, let's add you in here. I will join you just to explain what happens here. Once again, I will explain this in more detail this time, so everyone listen up, because this may come to you soon as well. In a moment, there will be 30 seconds on the clock. During this time, Rachel, you will have to try to either convince Cole not to kill you, and there is a precedent for this being able to happen, or you can choose to protect yourself by spending protection money if you have any available, or alternatively, you can choose to grab an axe. If you grab one of the 2 axes available, then you can turn it potentially back on Cole, in which you will have a 1 in 8 chance of successfully killing your would-be attacker. Now, Cole, before we get to that, you will have the opportunity to earn some bonus protection cash as you are taking on this burden of the execution. I will roll this dice, and you will be able to call either odds or evens. If you guess correctly, then whatever number it is landed on, you will get that many bonus pounds. So Cole Dwan, odds or evens?
Evens, please.
It is evens. It is a 10. So congratulations. So with that, Cole, you have just got a bonus £10. Well done. So there will now be 30 seconds on the clock. Rachel, do what you can. Try to survive. Begins now.
Would you like a nice cold drink before I send you off?
No, Cole, just listen to me. Just listen to me. I know that you think I've done a bad thing. I know that you got those yuppie vegans drinking your wine and your beer and stuff, and they probably don't like someone like me that goes
10
out.
seconds left.
I would never hunt
I
a
will
human.
spare you.
Never hunt a human.
You're sparing. Okay, Cole has chosen to spare, not Amanda, to spare Rachel. So, I can say everyone is still alive. Cole, I want to thank the strength it took in you there to make this decision. However, you have potentially just let a maniac go free. Now, obviously, no one is dead, and maybe just by past events in this village, we're overcautious that there may be a Ripper. But maybe this was a sign of weakness that the Ripper will capitalise on. We're about to go into the night phase. Once again, I will ask everyone to let me know their intentions. So, with this, 1 minute on the clock. Use the Zoom chat to let me know your intentions for this night. Begin. Feel free to
See,
chat
my
amongst
medication.
yourself.
Has anyone seen my medication?
Your ass, my dear.
No, I did that. I haven't done anything like that. That's Gregory you're thinking of. You're thinking of my husband, love.
No, he was a good old soul, wasn't he?
He's still alive, you idiot.
But he is a good soul. I say that to anybody.
Jerk is he?
Did you check for your medication underneath your hat? Sometimes I put it underneath my hat.
Yes, so it is. It's right here. Yes, I'm really old, you see. I mean, Rachel, you look fabulous the way you are. I mean, you've aged better than I have, dearie.
You are a sweetie, Granny. Don't say you're too old. You're our Granny.
She is quite old, isn't she?
Yes, I seem to have a problem a few weeks ago with some wolves outside my window. I mean, maybe Cole knew something about it. He told me about it, but do you think you can help me with my wolf problem outside my house?
Okay, guys, that is time. That is time. So, I have some news to share. First of all, let me just check. I need to check something here with a roll of a dice. That person is okay. Let's see if anyone else is okay. Oh dear. So, with this, I have some news to share. We have a thief amongst us. Bones.
Not again.
No, I'm afraid not. I don't know if you have led people astray, but unfortunately, I must reveal that...
Come on, darling.
I didn't think for it, Jack. No,
Wait
please.
for it.
Come on, darling.
Amanda, you are a thief.
It knew I.
So, oh, you don't have to do that anymore, Bones. However, Amanda, throughout the remainder of this day, every time you communicate, it will have to be as a question. Do you understand?
Do I look like I understand?
Very good. So, with this, I have some more news to share. Amanda, you are dead. So, Amanda,
Right,
you have been killed. Do you have anything to say from beyond the grave?
This is go to my Tinder profile and go kindly fuck yourselves.
Okay, so Amanda, you have been killed. Now, sorry, Amanda, did you want to ask anything else?
Don't trust our pensioners. They are con artists.
Is that a question? Unfortunately, Amanda, you have now been silenced for the remainder of this day.
Well, I'm dead anyway, bitch.
Oh, okay. It's a good point. We'll see what happens when you keep trying that. So...
Is a bird still dead, too?
Is what? No, the bird is still alive. It is feasting on the remains of Amanda. So...
That's disgusting.
Does it look like a vulture?
Okay, one second.
Yeah.
I just need to do something. There was something I didn't realise, and I feel generosity which I may regret later. But I didn't realise that was the way the cookie crumbled, so it wouldn't be fair otherwise. Got to get value for money here, guys. We've got to get value for money. So, that's why it just took me time to double check something. Audience, I will reveal at the end what my mistake was. So, with this, we have another situation, guys. The Ripper will choose another victim today. However, there is something you can do to try to prevent it, and this has come through as a warning. The one thing I can guarantee is the Ripper will be safe. No matter what you do here, you know, the Ripper will be safe. You must come to a unanimous decision to execute one of your own. If you do not execute one of your own, the Ripper will choose someone else to die today, for which there can be no protection. You will have 3 minutes to decide, unanimous decision, who it will be. And 3 minutes is now on the clock. Begin.
Quick question, Jack.
Yeah.
You said that the Ripper won't die from this regardless. What if we choose the Ripper to be the person who's executed?
You'll find out.
Okay.
Man, just
So
don't
does
see
this mean
fair.
someone has to agree to be killed to be unanimous?
Well, no, okay, so for
Great.
clarity on that, I don't expect that person, so it has to be unanimous amongst everyone else. Everyone else must come to a decision of who will be killed.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Man,
It's for sure. Granny is not going anywhere because she helped me so much.
I
Are you very sweet to me, graduate?
am very suspicious of the hunter.
Me
Okay.
too.
No, I agree with you, Robin, on that one. She seems very sketchy.
I saved her,
Indeed.
so it might all be for naught, but I mean, we have to execute someone, right?
She's a hunter. She's good with weapons. I mean, we'll just be protecting ourselves.
you know, that's just prejudice against people that lack guns. I wouldn't be prejudiced against any of you because of you like something.
If it makes you feel any better, we'll kill you with guns.
Oh,
I won't, as I can't hold one. My carpal tunnel, you see.
Oh, yeah.
we will give you a pea shooter, Granny Smith.
Oh, yes.
They're not very heavy.
Well,
We're
Granny,
pointing up.
Granny, I love you, but how old are you?
I'm 83.
Well, I mean, you've actually lived a lot of life, so, you know, I mean, you wouldn't be missing that much more if you decide to be the one to go.
She's got many good years of wisdom and
I-
advice to give us.
She's already volunteered her money. She doesn't need to volunteer her life.
I'm just
Yeah, I think Granny's given up enough.
Well, I'm not gonna agree on Granny because she saved me. And you hate me, Rachel. You said it. You hate me because I'm educated.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, who does need
You have less than 1 minute to come to a unanimous decision. Otherwise, the Ripper will
I
choose
think
someone
we're all
else
choosing
today.
Rachel at this point.
I think
Sorry,
me
Rachel.
too. No, because she insulted Granny. You don't insult Granny.
I didn't. I was just putting it out there. I wasn't
No,
saying we had to do it,
I
Granny.
have nothing more to say.
You have to respect your elders. I think the hunter's got to go.
I concur.
Jack, we've
Oh,
got
Granny,
to...
please don't cry.
Okay, Granny, I'm gonna
Granny,
be okay.
please don't cry.
I'm not going to agree, but I did kill a lot of animals in my lifetime, and so if it is my time, I will go.
Granny, have a gin and tonic. It'll ease your
2,
sorrows.
1, and that is time. Do you have a unanimous decision?
I believe we've chosen Rachel.
Okay. It seems that you indicate that you are ganging up on Rachel. Does anyone protest against killing Rachel? Should you do this, then it will be down to the Ripper to choose. Okay, so with that, I'm afraid, Rachel...
I don't want to die, really. I don't really want to die, but, you know, if I have to...
I'm sorry,
have
Rachel,
to...
your time to have convinced them otherwise was the last 3 minutes, which is very generous compared to a 30-second execution sequence. So with that, Rachel, you are dead. At this stage, we must ask you from beyond the grave... Well, I said it couldn't be you, but let's clarify just for old time's sake. Were you the Ripper?
No! I
No.
won't kill
We knew you
someone.
couldn't be. So, with this, we will now go round
Bang, bang.
and we will ask some questions. Audience, continue to ask questions to our suspects. And Robin, do you have a question for someone, please?
I've got a question, cold one.
Sure thing.
Yeah. I want to understand what led you to spare Ms. Hunter in the first execution.
Well, quite honestly, I did not think that she was the killer. I offered myself up to carry out the execution so that she would be spared.
Okay. Granny, do you have a question, please?
Yes, I have a question for Robin.
Yes, Granny. Yes.
Why were you so quick to jump on the bandwagon of killing Rachel?
Because she called me the killer just because of my terrible pennilessness. Who judges someone by the fact that they're a squatter? That hurt me deeply, Granny. And you can understand my pain.
I can.
Okay, Bones, who is your question for?
Questions for Granny. Why are you so upset when someone you don't know is killed?
Oh,
What do you
because
care?
Rachel was lovely to me and you're bringing back the memories. Why would you do this to an old lady?
I don't understand her.
Okay. Cold Dwan, do you have a question for someone, please?
I do have a question for Robin. Who here do you think the killer might be?
I'm very terrified and quite confused. I think it might be Bones, even though he's been stealing lots of money, and I think stealing and murder, possibly criminal activities, go together.
Another
I
frame
don't
up.
know. Maybe both. I don't know.
Okay, Rachel, from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone?
Yeah, I want to know why everyone's so mean, but I have a question for Cold Dwarn. I mean, you're somebody that, like, I could see as a drinking buddy if I was alive, but, you know, I think that you're fake. I think that maybe you're fake, and that all friendliness is just all show. Maybe you're the Ripper.
I'm not sure what part of my demeanor has made it seem like I am overly friendly, or the opposite of which, but
First
I'm
you
not the
save
Ripper.
me, then you put me to death. I mean, you wishy-washy this way one day.
We
and
had
then
to choose someone. We had to choose someone.
Yeah, it's true. We all learn something. You didn't have to choose someone. You could have just let the Ripper choose. You chose what you chose to try to save yourself.
Trolley problem.
Amanda, you are silenced, so you don't get a question here, unfortunately. If you want to do it silently, you can do. Go for you know you want to. Just do it. Just do it. No. Or was that a question for number one? It was not. Graduate. Oh, for number 5. What is your question for number 5? Phone. Home. E.T. What?
I think he's saying call me.
Call me. Okay. Do you have a response to that?
Unfortunately, I don't date the dead. That's not my thing.
Okay. The rumours weren't true. Graduate, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yes, I have a question for Amanda. Amanda, I just can't spell your second name. Can you explain it to me? Like, what's your surname? What's your second name? Cross, is it the extreme? Okay. 2 doves? No. It's so okay. Are you with the dead? Is it a cult like this? Okay, I get it. It's kiss. I got the kiss part, but what's the first part? Is it like some new kind of dairy or ice cream? Oh, okay. I think we can't say that on this show, right?
Okay, fantastic. Let's have a quick look here. Bones, why are you in prison?
I mean, I got in a fight at the store one time, and they blamed me for it, and I was just defending the honor of my boots. It's BS. It's a frame up. It's like my 6th stretch in prison.
You hit my husband.
Okay, I feel that sounded like
insulted my boots.
Yeah, okay. It sounded like the beginning of the plot of the film Con Air, I think. But anyway.
Hey, put the bunny back in the box. I mean, it's legitimate.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Hannah McGowan on Facebook says, hello from Yorkshire. Ward 20 thinks the Ripper is Bones.
Well, Ward 20 must not have saw that I got busted for stealing when someone got kidnapped.
Oh, hello, Ward 20.
Okay,
I'll be there very
okay.
soon.
Blondie says, Amanda, how would you describe your position in the town?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Bent over.
Bent
Yep.
over. Okay, interesting, interesting. Let's see what else we've got. Styles Clash for Life on Twitch says, Robin, what is the best thing you have ever done?
Well, you see, this was many years ago, but there was a lovely old granny, like Granny Smith, but she wasn't Granny Smith. She was Granny Comis. She was lacking some money, so I sneakily slid some over from a con artist bank account to hers, to tide over her retirement. But shh, don't tell the authorities. I'm already a down and out, and I don't think the prison garb would look as good on me as it does on Bones.
Okay, fair enough. With that, let's see, there is a couple more questions. Cole, who in the town do you trust the most?
I trust Bones because I spent money to find out that he is 100% innocent.
Interesting.
I'm always framed, see? I'm a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Bones is innocent.
Granny, Hannah says to tell you that you are due your second jab.
Oh, shit. Well, firstly, hello, Hannah, and everyone who's with Hannah. I hope you're all having a lovely evening. And yes, I'll be around for my second jab. I'll just, Gregory, find my keys!
Okay.
Am I allowed to say anything when I'm dead?
Of course you are.
Oh, you are? Okay, I thought maybe you needed to ask me first.
Well,
Okay,
generally this is questioning, but if you've got something important, let's hear it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, by the way, my pronoun is now changed to boy, and Robin is just dastardly as hell, and I'm suspicious. I've been suspicious of her from the beginning, and I just got a bad feeling about her.
Okay, that's good to know. So let's have a quick look. Was there one more question? Lovely evening. Is that some kind of joke? Have a good night, you sexy people, says Hannah McGowan. Okay, fantastic. Okay.
We love you, Hannah.
Right.
Where is she?
Rachel, why did you let them kill you?
Well, I didn't let them kill me. I mean, look, I felt kind of guilty after, hurting all those animals, even to eat, and I just thought, I don't know. I just thought, how am I going to save myself? They think I'm guilty. I got the guns. Everyone thinks you got the guns, you're guilty. And I didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't want to turn the guns on them.
Okay, fair enough. So, with this, there will be one final interaction, and then we will put it to another vote. With a roll of the dice, we see that we will have the ghost of Rachel, and we will have Bones, and we will have Robin. So the ghost of Rachel, Bones, and Robin. You will have 1 minute on the clock to try to figure out who you think the Ripper is, and then we will put things to the vote. So Rachel, Robin, and Bones, 1 minute on the clock. Begin.
So,
Rachel, sorry for killing you.
well, I'm not.
Yeah, it's not sorry enough. I'm here and you're there, and I still
Well,
think
don't
you
talk
did it,
about
by the
killing
way.
Rachel now. We got to figure out who the killer is. Are you just trying to stall time so we don't figure out it's you, Robin?
No. I was gonna ask Rachel, who does she think it is?
She thinks
Who's
it's you.
Brian?
I think it's you. I mean, my second choice would be Cole, because I just don't like people who wear black hats all the time. You guys look suspicious.
Cole did
Yeah,
accumulate a lot
I
of
have my
money.
eye on Cole. I think he's trying to be too good. Bones, what do you
I don't
think?
know. I'm thinking Robin, maybe Granny, because why would she give up her money to save graduate? Because then it's tough to protect herself if she didn't have the money.
Old people are devious too. They've had many years of experience of trickster. Yeah, I'm with you, Bones.
I'm also thinking you. Are you with me and thinking it's you too?
No, I'm not with you and thinking it's me, mostly because I'm just too scared to murder anyone. Do you think
That
I've
is
got
time.
red
That
hat
is time. So, also, just as a little bit of trivia, if anyone was able to see me at the top of the screen there, yes, I was trapped in my green screen. So, with this, we will now put things to the vote. Audience, it is now voting time. Vote now and save us. Who do you think the Ripper is? It can either be Robin, Granny, Bones, Cole, or Grad. Put your votes into the comments section and let's see what is thought. We will go around everyone, starting this time with Robin. Who do you suspect is the Ripper, please?
I think the Ripper is Granny Smith. I've been persuaded by Bones.
Okay. Granny Smith, who do you say is the Ripper?
I've also been persuaded by Bones, but obviously I can't vote for myself. So I would say Robin.
So you're voting for Robin. Bones, what would you say?
Well, as the one who persuades everybody, I have not made up my mind myself. I think I will go with. I'm still leaning toward the Granny. I think at this point.
Okay. Cold one, who would you vote for?
I think Robin has been leading the charge on many accusations against Rachel, against Granny, against myself. I'm voting Robin.
Okay. Rachel, you cannot vote as you are dead. If there is a tie-break situation, the dead will be able to vote. Amanda Hug and Kiss, same deal. Grad you hate, who do you vote for, please?
I'm always gonna go with Granny because now she's my godmother.
Okay, and so where that puts us is that Granny has 3 votes, Robin has 2. We will look to the comments and whoever the audience majority say will means that we vote that way. So we have votes coming in for Granny. Granny and Jeffrey, tag team Rippers. I like the idea. Who is Jeffrey?
No, maybe.
I didn't understand that one. So...
Oh, Jeffrey, my husband. That's my husband. I think they mean Gregory. I think they mean
Gregory.
Gregory.
Okay.
Man, I hit with a watermelon.
Okay.
Yes.
Granny Smith, Granny. The audience have come to a unanimous vote. I'll give a few more seconds.
sake!
So, Granny, you have the votes, which means it is 4-2, and Granny Smith, you have been marked for death. Can I ask for a volunteer from among the living to take out Granny Smith? Bones, your hand was up first. So, Bones, let's put you on spotlight, and we will bring in Granny Smith. I will join you. So, with this, there will once again be 30 seconds on the clock, during which time you can try to convince Bones not to kill you, grab an axe, or you can use protection money if you have any available. But first of all, bonus protection money is on the cards. Bones, odds or evens?
You gotta be odd to be number one. Give me an odd.
It is odds, and it is 7, so you get 7 extra pounds. So,
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There will now be 30 seconds on the clock. Granny Smith,
Yes.
you live or die. It is up to how you carry this out again.
Hello, Bones. Hello, Bones.
Hello.
It's obvious it wasn't me. Why would I give up all my money to save Greg you hate? Why would I do
You
that?
couldn't die.
Why would I know I can't? I'm 83. I'm not invincible.
I don't know about that, and you're married to a jerk, so you know I gotta.
Well, you know what I say to that? I'm going to protect myself.
You're going to protect yourself? Can I ask
Yes.
you how much you would like to spend to protect yourself?
8, please.
You do not have 8.
What the fuck?
Tough noogies.
How much do I have?
Nothing.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I thought
Just
I
spend it all.
Wait, remember?
I will give you this last 5 seconds that you had on the clock before this. If you want to
What?
grab an
I'm going
axe.
No, you know what? What did he use the potion? Oh, use the potion.
Use a
Is there-
potion. Okay, you have called. There is 1 protection spell available. Once again, this is up to people to be smart about it if they notice it. And with that, Granny Smith, it is used. But, Granny Smith, things are not always as simple as they seem. So, with this, the protection spell will protect you, but it is also poisoned. You must convince someone within the next day phase to give you 10, or this can come from an amount of people. You must convince people to give you £10 to protect yourself, otherwise you will die. You have saved yourself for now, but you have 24 hours to make this stick. With this, we will now...
Group chat.
With this, we will now go to the night phase. So everyone, let me know your intentions. Everyone, let me know your intentions. How do you know how much money you have? You don't. Just like in the real world, if you know you started with £10, if you've spent it, then you'll know how much you've spent. If someone has robbed you, you will not know until it is apparent it is gone. So, let's continue this, and let's see. We have an interesting situation. Okay. This is going to be some interesting developments that we will find out shortly. But I think this has been quite a stressful couple of days, so we might do some things to let our hair down in the next day phase, guys. But let's see what we've got. So, with this, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that is time. Now, I do just need to roll a couple of dice here. And let's see what we've got. This will come down to a straight... let's roll it again. I'm going to say odds. Oh, you were fortunate. With this, I have to roll the dice one more time. You are unfortunate. Unfortunately, we have some bad news. Bones.
Yep.
You are dead.
What?
You have been killed. Do you have anything to say from beyond the grave?
I'm framed, I'm innocent, and now I'm dead, man. Life sucked from beginning to end.
It does, unfortunately. So, with this, is there anything else I need to report on? No. Okay, that's fine. We're going to have a little bit of a diversion, guys. We're going to play a little bit of a game. We're going to let our hairs down, and we're going to go over to the casino. And let's just change my camera view. We're going to play a little game. So, hopefully this will now come through. And
We were already playing a game.
okay, so here we can see there are some cards. I will show these to everyone. And let's put myself onto Spotlight. And spotlighting myself. Here we will see that there are lots of cards laid out. We are going to try to concentrate. The virtual background is making this a bit weird, but whatever. You guys are going to have to concentrate. We have a top row, we have a middle row, and we have a bottom row. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So if I can just get the camera to angle slightly more over there, you'll see that there is a 6th card down here. If I just squidge it over. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in the middle row. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So 6, 7, 6 cards. What we are going to do is we are going to play a game. We are looking to find pairs. You will be able to draw cards in the order that you are listed on the suspects lists. Robin, Granny, Bones, Amanda, Cole, Rachel, Grad. You will be able to draw cards, and you are looking for a pair. If you have got a pair, then you are doing well. If you do not have a pair, then you're not doing so well. Whoever has the most pairs at the end of this will get an immunity throughout the next day phase. So, is there a question, Amanda?
Do we get immunity even if we're dead?
Of course you do. Yes. Just for clarity, no. What you will get if you are dead is you will get £10, which is the equivalent of immunity, which will give you a step towards reviving yourself. Granny Smith, do you have a question?
Yes, am I still dying at this point?
You are. You need to try and somehow get £10, but once again, this is another opportunity, a bonus chance to perhaps gain immunity, in which case the curse will be spared until the next day. So with this, let's go back to the speaker view, and we will come to Robin from Beyond the Grave. You get to turn over 2 cards. What will your first card be? Top, middle, or bottom row?
Wait, did Robin die?
No, he
Yes,
didn't.
how did I die?
No, he didn't.
Oh no, I didn't mean from Beyond the Grave. I said that to the wrong person. Right,
Yes.
no, Robin didn't die. Shit, that's my bad. Right. Force of habit. So, Robin.
I would like the top row. the
And
first
number
row.
from 1 to 6.
1, please. Top 1.
The top 1. So I will turn this over. And here we see ride a cock horse. Ride a cock horse is the card.
It's horse.
You get to turn over 1 more card. Top, middle, or bottom row.
Can I have middle 4, please?
1,
That's
2,
pretty good
3,
vibes.
4.
No,
Old
no,
Mother Hubbard.
no.
Oh, she looks just like me.
Okay,
Only prettier.
so
Your hat is better.
with this, Granny, you get
Yes.
to choose 2 cards.
I would like to go middle. Number 4 again, please.
You want number 4 again?
Yes, I'd like number 4 again.
Interesting
I think
tactic. Old
No,
Mother
it's not.
Hubbard.
No, because she looks like me. I want to see what I used to look like. I'd also like to go. Oh.
I don't know why the virtual background's doing this. Anyway,
I thought you were trying to stop me looking.
No.
Right. I'd like to go bottom.
Ooh.
yes.
Number. I'd say number 5 on the bottom.
1,
please.
2, 3, 4, 5. It is Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet. So with this, we will come to Bones. Top, middle, or bottom?
Give me a top 3.
1, 2, 3. And we have Little Miss Muffet.
And then bottom 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little Miss Muffet. So Bones, you are on the score. And with that, Bones, you are currently in the lead. Now, in the rules of this, as I should have said, but is always the standard rules, as you got one, you get the next opportunity yourself. Bones, choose another card.
Give me bottom 3.
1, 2, 3. Little Jack Horner.
Ooh.
Middle 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it is Rider Cockhorse. So, next up, we will have Amanda.
Could I please have top number 1, please, Jack?
You want top 1, okay? Rider Cockhorse.
And middle 6, I think.
1,
it was.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it is Rider Cockhorse. So, well done there, Amanda. You've got on the score. So,
Thank you.
choose another card, Amanda.
Oh, could I please have middle number 5, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a second card.
What's that one say, darling?
It says, Mary had a little lamb.
Ah, thank you, darling. Could I go for top number 2, please?
Top 2. And it is Hey Diddle Diddle. So, with that, we will now move on. Cole.
Ooh, could I get top 4, please?
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Mary had a little lamb.
Ooh, and then could I get middle 5, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, you're on the score. Okay, choose the next one. Cole.
Could I get top 6?
Okay, so top 6. And we have Jack and Jill.
And then could I get bottom 1, please?
Bottom 1 is Sing a song of sixpence. So now we will come to Rachel.
I'm gonna take that there bottom 3.
1, 2, 3. And we have Little Jack Horner.
Oh man.
I should leave that
Okay.
turned.
And then I'll go top. Is it 2 up there?
This is number 2, yes. Hey Diddle Diddle.
No. Oh no.
So now we come back to Robin. Oh, hang on. Sorry, that was Rachel. Have we skipped Grad? Graduate.
Skip grad.
Well, hi. I would like to take middle second.
Middle second. And we have Hey Diddle Diddle.
And is it the second one in the first row?
This one?
Yes.
It is Hey Diddle Diddle. Well done. Next.
I would like to open bottom second.
Okay. And here you have Sing a Song of Sixpence.
And the sixth one in the bottom, the last one.
The last one, you have Old Mother Hubbard. Okay, now we will come back to Robin.
Can I have middle 4, please?
1, 2, 3, 4. You have there Old Mother Hubbard.
And bottom 6.
And you have Old Mother Hubbard. Well done.
Thank you. Could I have the bottom 1, please?
The bottom one, you have Sing a Song of Sixpence.
And can I have the bottom 2, please?
The bottom 2, Sing a Song of Sixpence. Excellent stuff. You're on a streak.
With a pie. Yes. Can I have the bottom 4th one, please?
So this one, I
Yeah.
believe, Tom the Piper's Son.
Ooh, Tom the Piper's Son.
I want to use him to get around my car.
Could I have top 5, please?
We have Little Jack Horner.
I see.
Okay, Granny.
Now, what numbers are on the bottom again? You have to remind
Well,
me.
you can just clarify which one you want.
The one that's on the left.
This one,
Yes, that one there.
you have Little Jack Horner.
And can I have the number, well, the last one that Grad picked?
I don't remember what that is. It's up to you to clarify.
Okay, so it's on the top, but it's on the left.
This one,
That one there, dearie.
and you have Little Jack Horner. Okay, continue your streak, Granny Smith.
Roll it in, Granny.
Oh, thank you. I want a 10. You see, can I have the one in the middle that's on the left, please? No, that's the right, dearie, on the left.
The one in the middle.
Yeah, the one in the middle on the left.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. Here you have Tom the Piper's Son.
And is it the last one on the bottom, please?
This one.
That one there.
You have Tom the Piper's Son. So, well done there, Granny.
Oh, dare I? Oh, should I? The one in the middle and the one in the top corner, please.
So, which one? This one?
Yes, that one there, dearie.
You have Little Bo Peep, and this
Little
one,
Bo Peep. And that one there, please.
Jack and Jill.
Are you serious?
Okay, so now we come to Bones.
The last one in the middle.
This one,
Yes.
Little Bo Peep,
And the one dead in the middle.
Little Bo Peep. So with that, Bones, you get on the score as well, but I can say it is not enough to win the round. We have a tie-break situation between Robin and Granny, each of whom have got 2 points. No one else managed to accumulate 2 or more points. So, we're going to settle this between Robin and Granny. This isn't going to be Russian roulette. It's going to be a lot more wholesome than that.
Sure,
So
I have
once
two
again...
as well. I got one my first time.
Sorry?
I have 2 as well.
Do you?
Yeah, I got one on the first time.
Oh, okay, my bad. So, Robin, Granny and Bones. This will come down to you.
Yes.
You're going to have to hope you don't have much lag, because we're going to play Snap. Whoever calls it first wins.
Right.
Oh,
So,
snap.
get ready.
Yes, Mr. Cole. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I will turn over cards. You will see them. First to correctly call Snap. If you call Snap incorrectly, then you lose the opportunity, so you can't call it every round. So this is just between Robin, Granny, and Bones. Here we go. Shit. Well, that kind of spoiled it, didn't it? Right, okay, hang on. One more shuffle. One more shuffle. Right, okay, don't worry. Well, let's split the deck to make it so it's proper Snap. Okay. Okay, so I feel that was... I think it was Granny. Granny, you have gained immunity into the next round. Well done, well done. So with that, Granny, you have managed to starve off death for at least a little while longer. But now, whilst you will be protected, someone else may not be. There will be 90 seconds on the clock to have an open discussion, after which we will vote. 90 seconds on the clock. Begin.
I'd just like to say straight out, if you donate £10 to your local granny, I will bake you nothing but apple pies for the rest of your days. I will give you the recipes to my apple pie, because I'm
I
still...
think some of our days might be numbered, though, Granny.
I can give you £2.
£2. I gave you all my money.
It's got a point. She's got a point.
This is
I
But this is- we're
believe
getting off
in you,
that.
Granny. I think
It's-
you.
It's like the time my grandchildren said they got me a gift and they said it wasn't a Ferrari.
Well, it's a grandmother's job. It's a granny's job to give money to the kids, and that's all
Not your grandmother.
now.
children these days, so entitled.
What was that, Bones? What was that?
I said you're not her grandmother, so it's not your.
No, that's-
you saved
no,
her
no,
out of the
that's-
goodness of your heart, even though you're, still probably the killer.
No, exactly.
At least I'm ready to chip in. Nobody's ready to chip in money.
Yeah, but you're a
I don't like her.
sweetheart.
And that was the money I was
yeah.
going to spend at Cold Dawns to have some good.
It's alright. I'll shout you some for your graduation party.
Yeah, well, that's the protection gone then.
Brandon's going to die.
Granny,
But does that also mean we can't vote you
don't-
today?
Okay, that
I don't know,
is
Cole.
time. That is time. I didn't think of that so much. Yeah, she's immune until like the next day, so don't worry about that.
I'm
Right.
still poisoned, aren't I?
Okay. What?
I'm still poisoned, aren't
You
I?
are, but this just delayed your inevitable death unless you can get together £10. But with this, let's go around. Granny, who do you vote for, please?
I was going back with my original choice. I would go for Robin.
Okay, Robin, who would you vote for?
I'm so conflicted. I think I'm going to vote for Granny. I still have. Oh no, sorry. Yes. I actually, even though she's immune, I still vote for Granny. She's very suspicious.
Okay, interesting. Potentially a wasted vote. Bones, you are dead, so you cannot vote. Amanda, you are dead, so you cannot vote.
Thank you, Verona, India.
Cole.
I'm gonna vote for Robin because they wasted their vote, and also I just think it's them.
Okay. Rachel, you are dead, so you cannot vote at this stage. Grad, what would you say?
I'm actually kind of split, so I guess this time I'll go with the cold one because why waste your vote?
Okay, so you're going with Robin. Okay, audience, let's see what you have said. We have got votes for... Okay, well this is interesting as well, that there's votes for Granny again. I will just clarify, audience, I'm going to give you a few more seconds if you want to double back on this. Granny cannot be executed at this stage. She has immunity. But other than that, we have no audience. Every vote coming through is for Granny. This is very interesting. I'm going to make a judgment call here. Let's see, like literally all of them. Even if there was something else, I'd give something else. But
I respect.
with that, it doesn't make a difference, audience, I will say, because Robin has 3, Granny had 1. So Robin, you have been marked for death regardless. So audience, perhaps I didn't clarify that, but regardless, they really think it's you, Granny. Robin, you have been marked for death in this instance. Can I now ask for one of the suspects who is alive to carry out the execution, please? Grad. Okay, so graduate, and let's add you on to the spotlight. And now we will bring in Robin. There will once again be 30 seconds on the clock, during which time you can try to convince Graduate not to execute you. You can call to grab an axe, or you can spend protection money if you have any available to try to save yourself. But first, Graduate, odds or evens?
Evens.
Sorry?
Evens, please.
Evens. It is odd, I'm afraid. It is 7. So, with that, 30 seconds will now be on the clock. Begin.
The reason I didn't vote for anyone else is because someone else would have been an innocent, because Granny's the murderer, and I think I just didn't put saving myself before saving, someone else, and therefore I think you should set me free and not execute me, because then you're just reducing the number of people that Granny will kill. We can catch her in the next round. She's going to die, Graduate. You know this is the right thing to do. You should definitely save me. I'm innocent.
10 seconds left.
By someone else. Save me.
I feel that Cole is right.
2 seconds left. Axe. Okay, fantastic. So, you are grabbing one of the 2 available axes. You will now have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the axe. Have I got the right dice? 1 second, 1 second.
I'm me. I've had
right.
such a rough
Okay, here it is. You will now have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the axe back on to Graduate. Can I ask for a number between 1 and 8?
5, please.
It is a 6. You have failed there. So that means Graduate, continue the execution.
There you go.
And bibbidi bobbidi boo, I think is the lyrics to that movement. But Robin, you are now dead. So we will ask you from beyond the grave, were you the Ripper?
I was not the Ripper. It's the Granny, I tell you. It's the Granny.
Okay, so with that, audience, as you will now see on the right-hand side of the screen, Robin is dead. Still alive. Granny, Cole, and Grad. So, with this, we will now go on to the night phase. And 1 minute on the clock. Let me know your intentions. Begin.
So, Robin, you were not the killer? And you think that Granny is? I mean, why do you think Granny is? Because I'm now beginning to have some suspicions.
He's just been acting too good to be true, and these elders, they're very devious. I don't trust her, but I also wouldn't trust Cole these days.
Let me ask you something, dearie. Did you watch The Witches by any chance? You know that film with Roald Dahl?
He was in it.
Yes. No. Everyone thinks that elderly people are based on that, but seriously, none of us look like Anne Hathaway. It's just not happening.
No, you know that they average, darling.
I got 3 words for y'all. Graduate. I think graduate is it.
Well, Cole's been very quiet throughout this whole thing.
So you think that Graduate kidnapped herself?
That is time. That is time. So, with this, I must roll a dice a couple of times. Okay. That person is alright, actually. Really? Okay. Wow. And that person is not. So, first of all, I must reveal, very importantly, that from beyond the grave. Oh, hang on. Sorry, wait. This was earlier. Sorry. I can't accuse someone of being a thief if it was from the previous round. Let's roll the dice again. That person got away with it though, so don't worry there. Okay, that's all okay. I have some news to share. Unfortunately, Granny Smith.
Yes.
You're going to need to try and get £10 within this day or you will die. But you're going to be okay for a little while. Cole, you are dead. So,
Now I know. Now I know.
Cole is dead. That just leaves Granny Smith and Grad You Hate still alive. Obviously, we are aware that unless Granny Smith can muster up £10 today, Granny Smith dies regardless. Now, will that be that the Ripper dies? Or will it be that the last remaining innocent suspect dies? Is Grad You Hate the Ripper? Is Granny Smith the Ripper? This is an interesting predicament because obviously Granny Smith is in a situation where if she doesn't get £10 today, she will die. At the start of our adventures tonight, Grad You Hate was kidnapped. Could that be the Ripper kidnapping themselves? Or is that just the obvious sign that Grad You Hate is innocent? There is reason to suspect them both at this stage. You will have 3 minutes on the clock of open discussion. Figure out who you are voting for. On this round, everyone will be able to vote. Audience, ask questions as usual.
So go on, Grad You Hate. Why would you make me spend my money to save you when you kidnapped yourself? Now I figured it. I've seen through it now. I've seen through it now, Grad You Hate. I may be a dying old lady, but I'm taking you with me.
I spotted a flaw in Grad You
Listen.
Hate's. I spotted a flaw in Grad You Hate's story because Granny Smith didn't have any money, and she would have had money if she had been the Ripper.
Well,
She
no,
gave
that's
all
the
money
thing.
away.
Is she gave all her money away, but also
To the
you
Ripper.
can't
She
earn
gets
money.
it back. You guys don't get it.
Yeah.
If she gives it to me, she gets it back.
Why would I give it up to take it back? That doesn't make sense. Let me
Because
try that
you're the
again.
Ripper.
Confused
The
me.
Ripper gets the money back.
My words are Miss Grad You Hate. I can't say words tonight.
Granny Smith, can I give you money from the dead?
Yes,
Beyond the grave?
I'm not giving her any money because I know what I know. And
Yes, but why would I?
I will
give my money
clarify,
away?
you can give money from beyond the grave. It will be leaving it in your will, but if you wish to revive
hell no.
yourself, you will be robbing yourself of
I
that
wish to
chance.
give Granny Smith £10.
Okay, I can say you had the funds to do that, and you have now done that. All that does is guarantee that Granny Smith can survive into the next round, so she will not die from being poisoned today. Continue, you have 90 seconds left to talk this through.
Thank you, Rob. That's very generous of you. And please don't. I'm not the killer. Please, I wouldn't kill any of you. I know, Grad You Hate.
You did.
Why would
You
I
have-
do it?
You had no money, so does that also mean you haven't been stealing?
I have been stealing. I just got so
Then how-
bloody lucky every bloody time.
Then how come you had no money
I had no money because I
when you
gave
tried to protect yourself?
I gave it to the Ripper. Because people keep stealing from me. It's obvious, isn't it? People steal from me.
Well, who stole from you? Who stole from you?
Who would steal from you when you didn't give away all your money, though?
Because I would steal money, therefore that person may steal back. So therefore,
Who stole from you? Who stole?
They don't
They don't
know that
know.
you stole from them.
That is now time, guys. That is now time. There will be one final interaction, which will be between our last two survivors, Granny Smith and Graduate. You will have a minute to discuss this for everyone else to observe your interaction, and then we will put things to the vote. So, Granny Smith, Graduate, here you go. 1 minute on the clock. Discuss.
Go on then, Grad you hate. I know you're going to turn everyone against me because I'm already, I'm not the killer.
Well, I'm the one who's calm here because I know what you did in the first round.
Yes, I saved your life. I didn't have to give you my money, but I did. Out of the kindness of an old lady's heart, I saved you.
You know what? You got me there. I actually got in your whims and fancies that you're being nice to me, but this world is so cold.
I might as well have just given the money to you.
Yeah, because you're gonna get it back. The Ripper gets the money.
No.
To me.
No, I didn't get any money back because if I got the money back, why would I then have nothing?
Because people already stole from you.
Exactly.
Found.
Exactly. I have no money. I gave my money away to save you. Therefore, I was trying to steal it back. Therefore, I have no money for anything.
Okay, that is the end of this period of interaction. Okay, guys, that's the end of this period of interaction. So, I missed that there. Right, okay. It is now voting time. Let's take the timer off, in fact. Everyone will get the opportunity to vote. Including the living, including the dead.
Oh my
Audience,
God.
it is voting time. So, Granny Smith.
Yes.
Who do you vote for, please?
I'm so sorry. That was just really funny. I would vote. Yeah, well, it's obvious. It's Graduate.
Okay. Graduate. Who would you vote for, please?
I love the doves. I'm going to vote for Granny.
Okay. The dead will now vote, and the audience continue to vote, please. Get these in quick, though. Bones dead. Who would you vote for?
Well, her husband's the reason I was in jail, and she's the reason I'm dead. I'm voting for Granny. That damn family.
Okay, Granny, you are getting another vote. Amanda, what would you say?
Well, frankly, because if it wasn't for a big fat gob, I would be safe, so Granny gets the vote.
Okay, Rachel Hunter from Beyond the Grave, what would you say?
Well, I gotta say it's Graduate. Those academics just all think they're so smart. I think that she is a killer.
Okay, Cole Dwan, what would you say?
Are you on mute, my dear?
Cole is still
sorry,
thinking, I take.
Yeah, I'm a bit torn between this. Oh, God. There's the slightest chance that Graduate abducted themselves, but then Granny could have also been... Oh, my God. I'm going to go with Graduate.
Going with Graduate. So, Rob in death.
Do I get to vote?
Yes, you do. Rob, what would you say?
I switched my allegiances. I think Graduate is up to no good. I'm with Hunter. And,
You're voting for Graduate. So, where that puts things is Granny. You've perhaps been able to convince people within the last few minutes. You have 3 votes against you. Graduate, you have 4. Graduate, you are currently in the position where you will be put to execution, but we now must check what the audience have said. Keep in mind that for the last couple of rounds they have unanimously voted for Granny Smith. I will scroll back to see when the votes here started. And here we go. Granny. 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 And Granny. Which means we have 4 votes apiece. And I think we all know what this now means.
Oh, shit.
Not the guns.
So, what we will now do... I'm not going to lie. If any of you manipulated things to go this way, I thank you. We will now play Russian roulette.
Yes!
So, here we see cards. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
I will shuffle them. I will shuffle their order. As you can see, I am shuffling their order.
Good luck to you. Graduate, good luck to you.
And what will happen
Thanks, Granny.
is in a second. Amanda, hug and kiss.
Yes, my dear.
Could you tell me when?
Ooh, when?
I have drawn a card. I will now ask Granny Smith, as you are number 2 on the list of suspects, you will go first. Graduate, as you are number 7 on the list of suspects, you will get to choose second. You will choose a number from 1 to 8.
Okay.
If it is the card you have here in my hand, you will hear a loud bang and you will have shot yourself. If it is not the card that I have here, you will hear a click. Granny Smith,
Oh, shit!
please pick a number.
Get ready to die, bitch.
3.
Bang! And with that, Granny Smith, you are dead.
Are you ready? Are you ready, everybody?
So,
Are you ready?
from beyond the grave, Granny Smith, I must now ask you, were you the Ripper?
What do you think, my dears? Of course I bloody wasn't!
So, with that, Granny Smith, dead, innocent, and Graduate. That means you were the Ripper. You have survived everyone. You have killed them. They have killed each other. And they have killed themselves. Graduate, congratulations, Ripper. You won. Well done.
Well played.
Well played.
I'm educated. Get educated, people.
So, with that, audience, it brings us towards the end of the show. Feel free to put any thoughts or comments. Did you figure it out? Well, audience, no, you voted unanimously for Granny. But did you suspect at any point Graduate kidnapped herself? This is the second week in a row where the Ripper has kidnapped themselves, as is available in the first round. We'll see what happens in the future. Will they ever trust a kidnapped victim again? But twice in a row, the Ripper has got away with kidnapping themselves. So, any thoughts that anyone wants to share before we quickly go to the end?
I'm boiling hot.
You are all evil. You are all
brilliant
absolutely
game.
evil.
I didn't know you could kidnap yourself. That gives away I didn't watch last week.
I'm so sorry, Rachel.
Yeah, I didn't watch
I'm
it
so
last
sorry.
week, but oh man, Isha, that
Oh,
was
that's gone on my
incredibly
Tinder
well
profile.
played.
Emma going to
hats
buy
off
it.
to you.
Thank you, Isha. That was well played.
Yeah.
That was good.
I
Well,
appreciate it.
I'm so sorry, Rachel, for putting you through it. But I really thought that Rob is not going to give the money to Granny and she'll go away. you just twisted the story.
You just hoped.
That was incredible, Rob.
Why they got in that fucking stripping gown?
Yeah.
That was
So,
well played.
yeah, with this,
Yeah, well played, Isha.
the thing there was something I was going to reveal. I've forgotten what it was. I can't remember.
Sake.
I think it was possibly the information thing when I asked for stuff and then it was the person who died.
Oh, do you know? Yeah, that was unfortunate, and literally because that has happened
That's
to you
okay.
once before. You are someone who was innocent, and then they were killed immediately. I felt like I wouldn't let that happen twice, because otherwise you feel like
I appreciate
this
that.
doesn't work. This doesn't. You know, what's the point? What I can reveal though, Jared, is if you had wanted to, at that stage you had £26. You could have taken out a hit. Yeah.
I didn't think I had that much.
How
I
much
thought
did I
people would have been stealing from me because I won the
They
10,
did not
like,
steal from you.
What?
They stole from you after that, and then that wiped out anything remaining that you did have.
That makes
Amanda, you asked, could you revive yourself? I can reveal that because of people stealing at that stage, you had £4.
Bitches! I bet it was Granny Smith.
I don't want to.
How the hell did I get away with stealing £10? How the hell did I do
Oh,
that?
you didn't. You didn't. The situation there is you stole the £10. The person you stole from had £0. And because look, it is possible to do a steal on someone with £10, and usually that I will go it to a straight odds or even. So you weren't named and shamed there just because you got away with it, but you didn't actually get anything anyway.
Right, yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah. But they had nothing to steal. But if you tried to steal £10, and if you'd got it, you could have just saved yourself there. But well played getting, I think, Robin to give you the £10 in the end.
Sweet
But all
old
for
lady,
nothing.
What can I say?
So, with that brings us towards the end of the show. Let's find out where you can find all of our fantastic performers on the social media. And with this, Bones Dead, where can the people find you, Rob?
On Twitter at Kirby Soze, on the Audacity Network, on Online Variety Show, on YouTube. Just announced when I woke up today, we have an Improv After Dark show Monday night, 10 p.m. Pacific time. And if you've ever seen me go uncensored, you know I get a little crazy, so it should be fun. And then Facebook.com, Improv Nights. You can start hiring us in Southern California for backyard parties and other things. And you'll see me
Awesome.
next week on XStreamed for sure.
Fantastic. Where can we find you, Jared?
You can find me on Twitch at Sleppy Giuseppe. I stream every Monday and Thursday night, playing games like Mass Effect and Persona 5 and other random things that I play badly. And you can find me every couple of weeks here on Extreme for the Ripper.
Okay, fantastic. Amanda Hug and Kiss, where can we find you, Johnny?
Well, you can find me sometimes on Extreme Improv whenever Jack Wolfenstein lets me on. I am doing a private face-to-face improv session with the likes of Ashley Edwards and Dave Anthony Green and James Day on Monday, and then face-to-face improv with those lovely people, mainly Dave. And also I'm doing a script reading with Brenna and Shalita for Batman. And also, I just want to say, if you type in Johnny Kane in some shape or form of social media, you'll find it. Also, I just want to say, from the Extreme Improv family, Ewan, we love you.
Okay, lovely. Granny Smith, where can we find you?
Okay, so you can find me on my Instagram at Darth Nocturnus, my YouTube, Dave MC, and my Twitch, Mr. Lag 1993. I should be streaming on Sunday with a comeback stream on that day. Time's yet to be decided, but keep an eye on my channel. If you want to follow this little guy who sometimes appears on the show, he's Murty Blueberry on his Instagram. And you can find me on Fridays doing Extreme Improv and doing whatever random character I can think of, whether it's Granny Smith or otherwise, on the Revenge of the Ripper.
Awesome, thank you very much. Ooh, Doodled Wisdom. I like that handle. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Doodled Wisdom or on Thursday nights India time at the India Improv Ensemble.
Awesome, thank you very much. Ruth, where can we find you?
You can find me. Oh, it's not doing it.
It's not showing.
It's never
Wow.
There we go.
A little bit,
no.
a little bit. There you go.
You're good.
Whatever, Ruth Arashnik. You can find me here on Extreme sometimes during the week on either Wednesday or Thursday, or at the Ripper Show. Look for me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, my name is David Postansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Postansky, which is spelt Pustansky. You can also get a copy of the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games available all the way around the world from Amazon, and it's available in paperback and Kindle editions, and it says how to play over 100 short-form improv games, many of which were created for Extreme Improv, so do check that out. And now we must come to our Ripper and Survivor today. Isha, where can we find you?
Well, you guys can find me on Extreme Improv Revenge of the Ripper every Friday night, 8 p.m. UK time. I do a show with Kevalia Plays, in which Doodle Wisdom is there and Asad is there. It's called India Improv Ensemble. And this is my Instagram handle, Kahuna Tamata, where I create small sketches which are emoji based. That's all, guys.
Okay, thank you very much. Well done, everyone. We've got in the comments, just to have a quick look here. We love you, Granny. Brilliant show, everyone. Best Ripper show ever. Oh, like it. Extreme is fantastic. The Postansky is awesome. Cheers for all you fun guys and laughs, everyone. Well done. Thank you very much. Nice comments all around there. The one thing I will say, though, from my perspective running this damn thing, is I suddenly became aware that my great idea of concentration, everyone could just write it down. And I couldn't stop you. And there was no point me saying it because I suddenly became aware that everyone was a goddamn expert. Everyone was an expert at it. So yeah, there we go. Isha, show that just a second. Go on, Isha. Isha, show that so that we can see it.
I think that was all the notes.
Oh my god.
Can you see like?
Yeah. Okay. Well, don't worry.
That's brilliant.
I thought that was such a clever idea to have that in there. It had the tension. I was like, oh well. I thought it's going to go round, but no, everyone just got it as soon as they saw one. They knew where it was. I'll keep my thinking cap on. But until next time, stay safe, always stay extremed, and watch out for the Ripper. Until next time, ciao for now, people.
Bye.
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 Okay, guys, we are now officially.